time slows down when it can get no worse. I can feel it running out on me. I don't want these to be my last words. All forgotten, cause that's all they'll be. Now there's only one thing I can do, fight until the end like I promised you. Wishing there was something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Wish that I had something left to lose. This could be the day I die for you. This could be the day I die for you. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. Wanna let it go, wanna make them all fight. Wanna be in control and I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. Everything I know, everything I hold tight. Wanna let it go, wanna make them all fight. Wanna be in control and I'm out of my mind. When I gotta live, when I gotta die. This could be the day I die for you. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you. What do you see before it's over? Blinding flashes getting closer. Sacrificing everything I knew. This could be the day I die for you.
나의 속도가 돈이라면 벤소미 더 세게 괴롭혀봐 나를 rain on me 다가서면 뱅뱅 전부 걸어 게임처럼 너의 고개를 떨굴 때는 댄서니 모두 몸에 걸어 눈이 빛나는 걸로 전부 걸치고 난이 노리는 것들일 거야 발밑에 쫓아와도 너는 절대 못 껴 넘어질 배포도 없는 애들은 no 따라오지 못하는 건 내 알바가 아니지 그래서 the boys not my type 아니 거리동이 틈에 판이 바뀌지 이기는 건 당연하니 cause my type 시시하게 겉으로만 판단하겠지 웃는 얼굴 어서줄게 잘 봐 날 멍청한 애들이 여기 차고 넘치니 바가게 선이 목숨 내 못다 짜증나면 질러 I don't like being cool Ladies night tonight girl들만 불러 money on the fool I'm a boss be or she want 뭐든지 다 내게 cruise 말했잖아 내가 뱉는다로 내가 다시 look nice Told to myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told to myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told to myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told to myself
told ya 느리게만 보여 눈이 핑 돌아가는 놈들은 한 곳으로 모여 Shall we ride 머리 위로 투 그래서 이거 누가 대신에 money dance on a private jet 여긴 닿을 수 없는 곳 올려놔 bus 하늘 위로 떨어지는 별을 느낄 like demons 자식 날고 기는 것들은 전부 천했지 왜처럼 증오들은 나의 밑거름 꽤나 좁아져도 너네 시선은 어느새 풀려 숨죽여 Hey you better you turn when I pull up Can't slow me down 나 끝이 없는 ride 멈출 수가 없잖아 안돼 소리로 망설임 없이 주사 위로 여전히 예상 못한 곳으로 향하지 like we to go
Told to myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told to myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told to myself I'm so bossy I'm so bad I told to myself
Jumping into bind here. What's up, guys? Just got word that we are live, jumping straight into bind. Again, the second time that we've seen bind in this NA season. And last time we did end up seeing 2 Yorus, and Zach like that, 1, 2, 3 was one of them. Gonna see if he's gonna be picking up that Yoru, but it doesn't look like it. Gonna be picking up that Astra, as the compositions are fully coming in, a raise from both sides as they look to be going pretty standard comms here. Looking to see what kind of stuff Rig can pull out too, as they were one of the teams that played Bind just yesterday. Maybe they have some good strats coming into this game, but a little bit of a different bit of composition coming out as the Brimstone is getting picked.
This is the debut match for SO, so we'll have to see
Oh,
how good they are.
yeah. SO maybe making a good start as they look to be going 1-0. I don't know exactly Team Rig's record, but I know that they did lose the game on Bind yesterday. So looking to see if they can bounce back here.
They're 1-1 right now.
They're 1-1. Nice.
So good game for both teams to win, but yeah. Double initiator from both teams, but not the same initiators for either.
Yeah, I think still teams are trying to figure out which initiator could be best, as you did say that all 4 initiators, or 4 different initiators, excuse me, being picked.
We
But
saw
Cypher
Gecko
coming out for both
yesterday.
sides too. Yeah, we did see
We
a
saw-
Gecko yesterday.
Cypher seems to be a common pick now on this map. Definitely helpful with the
That goes there.
defensive utility.
This is a nice spot. This
Yeah,
goes here.
definitely capable of big anchor stuff coming out from Cypher, as the camera is just a ton of info. And now jumping into this round, a 3 stack from the side of Rig on towards that A site.
Scanning ahead.
It's looking like a little bit of a default here, as SO is just looking to get information all across the map. Trying to take Hookah control with this Prowler, but nothing found just yet, as Hookah is fully clear, making their way in. And
the
Zorn
players are
just deciding to back off.
The players are rotating though off of A. There's no one on A. And it looks
Yeah,
like
everybody completely left that side.
Got you.
So they do start making their way onto A site, but Membles with a nice shot
Spike
onto
is
Brimstone
down.
on that A short. Spike is down, you're exactly right. And
gonna
Typhoon
try-
just stuck in this U-Haul position, getting stunned up, but fully run down by Cookies. Fantastic utility usage there.
Shia gets one off the spook, but Zach gets one. And the Spike's gonna go towards B. Angus is here though, and he's ready.
One enemy
Gets
remaining.
one.
Angus fully ready to take on one fight, does take down Jack B, but Zorn trades him out, and now just 45 HP in this 1v3 clutch. Only a classic to work with, as he does not have the haunt available. Just 26 seconds left as he used it entering into the site. Cookie's going to be the first one to take contact here out of CT, as all 3 players are starting to flood the site. And Zorn trying to do all that he can, but only 2 bullets left in the mag. And Cookies is going to be able to close that one onto Zorn. And just like that, Rig starting off bouncing back on this bind map with a 1-0 pistol round victory.
Yeah, I mean, that looked like it could have been around for SO, but they didn't capitalize fast enough on the empty site. And a timeout right away.
A quick right away timeout. And like you were saying, it could have been easily SO's round. But I think the first entry pick, getting those picks on the Brimstone, I suck at this game. I don't know exactly what his name is actually, but I suck at this game, just taken down.
That's CGW.
CGW, sweet. So CGW getting taken down towards A short by Membles was actually an incredibly crucial frag, as the smokes were instantly taken out of that round, and it completely shifted the entire site hit for the side of SO, and they really couldn't find a way to get back in after that. Not a lot of utility that they had at their disposal, and now they're going to be forced onto a lower buy here.
I mean, I think Bind is typically favored for the attackers, and with the new teleporter, we'll see how they can capitalize off those rotations.
Looking like the same general setup, as it is a little bit interesting to have the Astra and Cypher on the same side of the map. But it worked out for them in pistol round, and we're going to see if it works out for them again. A little bit of a small weapons buy as a Sheriff is coming out for Zorn and a Marshal from Zangetsu. But 4 stacks towards A short for the side of SO.
There's a shower push here, and Cypher. Oh. They get the orb, but now they're falling back.
Yeah, opting to give it that control as Zorn is just working his way up B long alone. No hit just yet coming out from the side of SO. Zorn looking to grab this orb, but Sanity almost thinking about challenging it, but actually decides to back away as these 4 players still have the same amount of control towards A short, none towards shower, as Zach is still holding it in that off angle, and now these smokes are coming in, most likely signaling the hit. And now they're making their way onto site. Can't expect too much from them here as they only have a Marshal on the side of Zangetsu. And Jack V, just like that, instantly spammed down from Cookies.
Falls through the smoke. Fade is rotating over. Spike goes down.
Down A.
2 players still on B for Rig.
Yeah, opting not to rotate despite
30
having the
seconds
spike
left.
down. And now Zangetsu and Typhoon just stuck in these U-Haul corners. Only a Frenzy and a Marshal to work with. They
There's
do
gonna be
have
a
one
fight.
guiding light, though.
There's gonna be a fight in showers soon. If Zorn can get a timing on Zach.
Yeah, only 14 seconds left. It doesn't look like it's going to be mattering at
10
all,
seconds left.
as
Keep him down.
the anchor from Sanity is looking like it's going to catch one onto
Last player
Zangetsu, but he almost whiffs all of his shots, but it's not going to matter as the time is just dwindled down to too little too late, and that is a clean bonus from the side of Rig here.
Let's see if the rifles from SO can get them their first round now.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to be seeing that full buy coming in. Not a lot of ultimates that are going to be online, but a lot of Spectres and 1 Phantom on the side of Angus, looking like he may be one of be the instigator in this round. A little bit of push-ups, a little bit of ideas that they could be throwing out there, but it's looking like it's going to be the same default setup. The 3 on A. As the players from SO looking to be leaning towards B with only 1, and that's Typhoon, using that Trailblazer to clear out Hookah.
Misses the dart there, maybe? Oh,
Yeah, a
quick
little bit
pick
of dart in
from
the back of
Kia.
the site.
And another
Typhoon
one.
with a fantastic flash, catching onto Sanity and able to capitalize on it, and now it is a quick 5v3 post-plant situation as all 5 players looking to be retreating back to long. Excuse me, not all 5, as Zorn looking to be holding a little bit of an off angle towards Cookies, but Cookies takes him down anyway, only on 30 HP left to his name, and Zangetsu looking to try and trade, but Cookies answers right back, and now a quick 2v3 as the Neural
This is
Theft
winnable.
is online for the side of Cookies. You're right, this is absolutely winnable here, but CGW does have that molly as he's playing just tucked in this corner, and all 3 players stacked up towards long. This is going to be so difficult for the side of Rig.
Time is
No
running.
Asher utility.
Flash. Gets 1, but taken down. Good round from, oh, some stuff going on there. I think B is the call, though, especially since they have the Cypher on A and a lot of the Astra utility there. So I feel like that's more the easier site to hit.
Yeah,
Especially since
absolutely.
they get the hookah control with the fade.
Yeah, for sure. They do have the Fade and Sky Dogs, the Prowlers and Trailblazers, both being used to their full capacity there. And I'm curious if Rig decide to change any of their setup, because they know that 3-stacking towards A just lost them the round there on that retake. But Zorn getting an early pick in that fight towards Shower onto Membles. Now a 5v4 as the A hit is looking to be coming out. Scaling up A short, and Zach is going to be tested here in U-Haul as Zorn does get caught by a nice trip, and he is able to get one more onto Zangetsu, trying to blast back straight into his face. Typhoon trying to retake the control, but it doesn't matter. Zach dropping them like flies, and now 3 on the round and only 2 enemies remaining as CGW does get swung by Zach, and he's got 4 on the round. He's on for the ace here.
Oh, taken down.
Need that back. Recovering it.
What a round by Zach.
Gun here.
Yeah, insane shots by Zach, able to keep his composure towards U-Haul despite all of that utility coming at him, including Zangetsu blast packing straight up in there.
I mean, after
really
the initial
well done.
on showers, you'd have thought it would be a clean round, but the readjustment from Zach onto the satcheling raise was quite good.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. They were able to regroup despite Membles losing that 1v1 in shower. But it's looking like Zorn wants to challenge this area again as this Rig does keep the same setup here and looking like a bit of a default. There's a 3-2 split coming out, but Zangetsu does win that fight onto Membles again. That's the second time that he's fallen in the past 2 rounds.
The
Now
shorty?
a close fight coming out, and Angus is dropped by a shorty of Typhoon, and a little bit of a fake coming out as they do drop out onto site, and the smokes are fully coming out. And Typhoon is able to get that pick onto Sanity, but the spike isn't even on B. It's looking like they're going to want to rotate over as they realize that they have full control of the site. And Cookies and Zach are just left in a questionable situation, wondering what they should even do here. They don't know where any of these players are. And that Neural Theft is even going to confirm the positions of Cookies and Zach, knowing that they have a free spike plan onto the B site, and this round is looking all but over.
I mean, this was a half buy for SO, so this is a really good round if they can secure this.
Yeah, looking to secure it as much as possible. Having utility like the Trapwire, but he does get caught by Zorn's fantastic utility usage.
A flawless Thrifty for SO. And now, let's see if they still decide to challenge Showers after being met with some challenge there.
Yeah, like you said, a half buy working out for this side of SO, and Rig are forced down to that half buy as well. And now a 2-3 scoreline. The showstopper is online for Zangetsu if he does choose to use it in this round, and the ults could prove pivotal depending on how the frags go. But a little bit of a default is coming out from SO as they do switch up their setup on the defensive side for Rig. Zach is now playing over towards that B side to help support Angus and Sanity in the hookah areas.
Angus does have a judge though. They're gonna stun him.
Doesn't look like he's going to be forced out just yet as he's using that paint shells just to maneuver around and try and force Typhoon all the way back. But as I'm saying this, the spike is leaning over towards Shower, and there's 4 people on the site looking to entry on. And Cookies,
Fade ult is gonna come out.
yeah, just full blind. No push out onto the site just yet as there are 3 players stacked over towards this A choke point. Everything seems to be coming to a standstill.
There's gonna be 2 shotguns and lamps though. But it looks like they might be walking over back to B.
Yeah, a little bit of a silent walk back to B, like you're saying. Zangetsu just trying to make a lot of noise with his utility. Pinchell's thrown out, and they spotted Zorn as well. But this slow walk up is really going to test Zach. He has proved it once, but he may not be up for this challenge as
Will they clear
a
Garden
multi-frag
though?
is what's going to take.
Looks like
They
they're
may
gonna
not
attack it.
clear Octagon, but Typhoon winning that one out anyway. And now the Seekers are invested fully into this round, knowing that 3 players are actually coming from spawn.
They do have the K ult for their retake. Let's see if they're gonna use it.
Yeah, all 4 players completely leaving the site vacant and just falling back towards the hookah and long areas. The showstopper is going to be invested as well as the Nightfall, as Zorn and Zangetsu trying to combo their utility, but it may not matter. But Sanity only getting 1 onto Zangetsu, and now unfavorable trades for the side of Rig, but now at 2v3. Still have 2 ultimates to play with, but not sure how helpful they would be in this round. And now all 3 players stuck towards long. Jack B looking to be taking first contact, but CGW with that orbital strike going to be forcing off the bomb a little bit longer. And now the time is just completely not on their side. No chance to defuse.
Gets one.
Just trying to get as many kills as possible. And 2 players still survive as CGW and Jack B are able to take a third on that round.
All tied up on the score right now. And Rigged were just not ready at all for the pivot back to B.
Yeah, the slow pivot back.
They didn't use any ults in that round. But they are on somewhat of a half buy here. So they might not use it. But if they can get a pick and pop that Cypher ult, it might be winnable.
Yeah, we're seeing a gamble stack from the side of Rig. 4 people towards that Octagon. Maybe looking to make a teleporter play if they so choose. As Cookies is completely left alone, but Jack B maybe not hearing this flank at all, and he saw him on the edge of his screen, but he didn't. Caught him in his POV, and now this timing could prove devastating as 3 players are now lurked up into market despite Jack B seeing him on his screen, but not turning.
Oh, the timing.
And now
and bombs down.
CGW
Down A.
getting flanked, but Typhoon trying to regain control of this round as his frags are doing all that they need to. But there's still 2 players to clear out short, and he doesn't have any blinds or the Trailblazer. It's going to be really hard to win this back, but Zangetsu able to take down Sanity, and Angus caught with his pants down, trying to get a rifle into that round, and now just left up to Zach. He's able to get one.
One is behind
But Jack
him,
B with an insane lurk. Just the timing is crazy, and Typhoon. Oh, but Jack doesn't see him on his screen again, the second time in this round that he's not able to just see the enemy despite them being on his screen. And now Typhoon left in a 1v1. Spike just barely being planted, as he does have one guiding light, but he's not opting to use it, and he does get a 4th on the round. And Typhoon proving to be safe hands for the side of SO as they do jump up to 4 and take the first lead that they've had in this game.
I mean, that was looking dicey there. Like, bomb was down, 3 people on the flank. But Typhoon with the 4K, able to put it back into their hands.
Yeah, absolutely right. Certainly a bit of a fumble as Jack B just got hard timinged, as there was no Cypher tripwire to catch that flank in time. But the round is still in the favor of SO, and now an early fight taking place towards Shower as Zach like that continuing to pile up the frags. Zangetsu is taken down, but Typhoon immediately answers back. It's just looking like a battle of the Titans here as Typhoon and Zach are trading back and forth frags, and now a 4v4, knowing that Zach and Cookies are towards that A site. As the play slows down a little bit, Zorn looking to creep up, but Cookies instantly takes him down, and now that Neural Theft is going to give them all the information in the world, knowing that they have full A control, but the defenders aren't moving at all, keeping that same defender setup that they want. A 2-2 split as Angus sitting with this Bucky and Hookah, but not sure if it's going to be completely needed as CGW and Jack B looking to be moving towards this A site, but Zach like that taking down his 2nd in the round. But a quick trade is back, and this is still doable for the side of SO.
They do have to watch out for the result from Angus.
They do opt to take the teleporter into B, but you're exactly right. Angus is waiting backside, but it may not be the showstopper as Sanity is able to take down CGW. Now Jack B stuck between a rock and a hard place, but he takes down one, but Angus with that Bucky proving too deadly, and his patience pays off in Hookah. And now we're all tied up at 4.
I mean, Angus with the shotgun has been quite good in Hookah, but let's see if SO wants to challenge that at all.
Absolutely, and it seems like not a lot of fast plays have been coming out from the side of SO. I believe there was one fast play that ended up winning them the round. But it seems like they've opted for a bit of a slower default. But now we're looking to be seeing a 4-sec towards Shower.
Cookies is here, though, placing down the trip. He might just get overwhelmed here, though.
Yeah, playing in this triple position is so tough as he does get dogged both by the Trailblazer and the Prowler, and now he's getting spammed through this new triple box as 3 players are stacked towards Shower, and they know Cookies is isolated, and they're finally able to take him down after so much utility usage, but Cookies buys so much time that Zach is able to reposition in Heaven, but he's only able to take down one. Membles with a Guardian, stuck in this U-All position, knows that he has to fight, and he's just spamming shots through this cage, but Zangetsu is able to take one on Sanity, rotating through that defender spawn. And now Membles stuck completely on an island, and Zangetsu able to get his 3rd on this round, and Zangetsu is just absolutely taking over as the Raze.
Angus with the result, though. Not the most unwinnable 1v4. Gets first, low on health. She is looking for a fight. Jack B in triple. Gets one. Oh, gets taken down.
Really good attempt from Angus there.
I mean,
He was able to pick up 2 more, but not opting to invest the showstopper.
I mean, I was right with Cookies getting overwhelmed there. Like, when you're when there's 4 people coming at you from showers, you just have to like back up because it's like almost impossible to get away there.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially with only so much utility that was already getting taken down and only a Spectre in hand. And that entry pick ended up being the leading one into the site. They were able to overwhelm the rest of the opponents and take out that round. It's looking like a complete opposite setup of last round as 3 players are walking over towards that B fountain area with Jack B
But Rig are
looking to
fighting
take
for
over
showers
this.
with 3 people. They're gonna get the orb. Will they want to push into their spawn? No players
Camera
in
taken
hookah this
out.
time for rigged. And they're just gonna give up long.
Yeah, the money is completely broken from the side of Rig, and now opting to invest the showstopper as Zangetsu just blind fires it straight in, and Cookies is able to just get taken down instantly. And now the low
Bomb is
buy
coming.
is going to prove
Spike
super
planted.
difficult on this retake, as now Zach is the only player with any sort of rifle in his hands, as he does have the Guardian, but he's stuck in this teleporter.
They do have ults if they want to use them. Gets one. Taken down by Jack B.
I know exactly where you are.
Cypher ult gets popped. They're gonna know where all players are. But all the players of SO are playing off of site.
Last
He gets
player
1,
standing.
gets a 3rd on the round, and 4 for him. Just demolishing Rig.
Fantastic stuff for Zangetsu there. And I think that
SO
neural theft pop by Jack B was just a bit of security. A little bit of a
SO
security
are-
blanket trying to get that round.
I think the side of Rigged have held on to these ults for quite a long time. So if there's a round to use it, it's gonna be now.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, as the full buy is going to have to come out for both sides, and this is going to be determining whether the half is going to be in advantage for SO. As they did start out losing the pistol round, but now finding themselves in a 6-4 lead, as the bit of a default is coming back out, but the spike is leaning towards that B hookah split here.
They do have Cypher on the B side this time, switching things up a little bit, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, not sure how useful those trips are going to be, as no one is playing in hookah. So
That
now it's
orb
just
gets on the
Angus
fatal.
lobbing his paint shells.
I'm wondering if they're just gonna try to fake with the Fate ult. But Chia gets a crucial pick onto the Cypher. That's no more Sentinel utility for them. And the site is wide open.
Yeah, nobody playing on site. Only Sanity left in elbow as he's trying to play for his life here, trying to stay alive for his team. As there are 4 ultimates from the side, and now Zach like that just completely bouncing into the site and is able to take down CGW in an incredibly unfavorable fight. Insanity popping that Hunter's Fury, able to take down Typhoon, and now it's a quick 2v4, but Jack B answering back onto Membles just as fast as that's all said and done. But now Zach trying to stick that down onto the bomb, but it doesn't matter. Jack B and Zorn combining for 2 each. And
That was
insane stuff in that 2v4.
That was a
And that
chaotic
was-
retake. Everyone falling all at once.
Yeah, just incredible stuff from Zorn and Jack B.
2
Able
ults
to
for
pull
both.
it out of the hat.
A timeout for the side of the defenders. No matter what, SO are going to have the lead in points at the end of this half. 2 ults for both teams. And it's looking like Rig don't really have an answer for a lot of the offensive pressure that SO are putting on.
Yeah, and I think if you're playing as the Cypher or the Astra, certainly have to think about the utility that you're using, right? Because we saw those trips in Hookah and Long, and those are purely informational trips. Those are only to see if people are getting into Hookah, but it has no value in stopping any of the hit that Zangetsu and Typhoon are trying to pull out, as they always have these aggressive hits super fast with overwhelming utility from the double initiators. So if you want to get the most value out of your Cypher utility, I think maybe Cookies might have to switch his setup a little bit, maybe playing a little bit towards sight here, but might be trying to favor their lives a little bit more, as they
Zorn-
may want to regroup after this timeout and see if they can get a 5th going into this next half.
Zorn has been on the lurk
That
these
goes there.
this
This is
path,
a nice
but
spot.
I'm wondering if the defenders want to try to flank. 'Cause they have not tried that at all.
Bit of an informational dart as Cookies.
Are they gonna try to take this fight?
Cookies and Sanity doubled up with Bulldogs as the only player to oppose him is Jack B, but he does see the shoulder of Sanity and instantly taken down. And now that's the call as Jack B takes down Cookies and Hookah as well. And now Zach deafened by that Nightfall, and now Prowler running straight at him, only a Guardian to work with, and Jack B with a third on the round, able to spam Membles through the teleporter door. And now it's just Angus and Zach. They do have both of their ultimates to work with. But an orbital strike from the side of SO is going to prove deadly. And
it does a lot of damage to Zorn. We'll be able to finish him off. Gets one onto Shia. There's two people at 1 HP for the side of SO. This Boombot could kill someone.
Such a tall task if you're the side of Rigged. And just like that, Zorn able to just completely decapitate Angus. And now it's just left up to Zach, who is still have full HP, but only one star to work with, and time is just simply not favoring him. He does able to take down Typhoon and Zorn, but that orbital strike is going to prove deadly. A CGW, great utility usage to know when to use that orbital strike, and that's going to be an A4 half for the side of SO, despite losing pistol round and going down 2-0.
Wait, did Zach use his ult that half? I'm not sure.
I don't think Zach saw an opportunity to use his Cosmic Divide at all that half, just choosing to hold on to it.
Well, let's see what a Rigged can do here on the attacking half. I mean, an 8-4 half is quite good for the side of SO, but definitely the game is not over yet.
Yeah, absolutely not. An 8-4 half is still doable, and they do have a very aggressive comp as the KO might be trying to get a ton of value with these suppressions.
Although
as
if
it's
SO,
now looking like a 4-stack towards the side of Showers, but the fight is going down, and Zangetsu able to pick up one with his Boombot, but Membles, despite being down to 1 HP, is still able to take down Zorn, and now a favorable numbers for the attackers as full rotations are coming out from SO.
3v4 for SO, but this is not a pistol you want them to win if you're Rigged. Oh, taken down by Typhoon. Is low on health now, but they're rotating over to B, which is empty.
Yeah, Membles tried to get a cheeky lurk out, but Typhoon wise to it. But that's left the B side completely open, like you just said. And now, very quick post-plant situation that we found ourselves in is that Recon Dart going to be scanned back side, but nothing caught just yet. And now both of those Brim Smokes that were saved are going to be thrown out from CGW. And now the retake is fully commencing as Cookies waiting in this hookah spot, seeing if he can catch anyone out. But now just a tap on the spike from CGW, but Jack B lurking in the smoke is able to get one, and CGW finding one on the flank, but Cookie is able to get two with his Frenzy, but Jack B proving
winning out the 3v4 retake. And this is looking scary for Rigged, because they'll probably convert this next round, and that'll be a 10-4, a 6-round deficit for Rigged.
Yeah, if you're Rigged here, like, you gotta figure out a little bit of a game plan. Yeah, momentum, like, but they need some sort of strat, some sort of cheeky play, or somebody just to turn up, because this half could be quickly run away with, and frankly, this game could be quickly run away with, as 10-4 is looking like it's on the cards. Membles opting to full buy a Sheriff and full shields.
I mean, if you look at the comp dip,
just with his team,
Rigged have like the Astra for like the defense, but SO don't really have something like that. They only really have the Cypher and maybe the Fade Seas. So I feel like a really like fast hit from Rigged is what they want. Nades are traded. Some damage is done. No one is like on the B side of the map at all. But
yeah, this action has drawn 4 players towards that A site, but now it's looking like the disperse is happening, is looking to keep shower control as Angus is still fighting a little bit, but the spike is going to be leaning towards B in the hands of Sanity. But it seems like SO are wise to it, as Typhoon is just now rotating over towards that B site to help anchor with Jack B. as 3 players are nearing up and looking to be taking this, but Zangetsu is able to
30
sit
seconds
down Angus, and now all of that shower presence is lost, as it's just going to be a little bit of a desperate hit coming out from Rigged. And now 3 players are on the site for the side of SO. Typhoon getting a cheeky spot and only 14 seconds left on the round. And Typhoon, despite a couple whiff shots, is still able to completely survive. And Cookie is now just the last member standing, but Zangetsu with a 4th, finishing it off with a classic. And that Vandal proving extremely deadly. As Zangetsu, I want to point out, is on 19 kills right now.
Yeah, him and Zach, definitely the leading players for both sides. Wait, is my mic quiet? Or is it fine?
It sounds alright to me. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what is Potter fan talking about? We'll have to figure that out after the game. Perhaps sending signaled messages to his team.
Yeah, and if you're the side of Rigged, you definitely got to figure out a way to just fully regroup, as this is the round that they absolutely have to win. A bonus win here for the side of SO is going to completely run away with the half, and no ultimates are going to be in play just yet, as the closest one here is Cookies with 1 ultimate orb on that Neural Theft. But how useful is that Neural Theft going to be unless you get a frag out?
I mean,
And I'm
time
curious
out
to
from
see.
the coach of Rigged, so let's see what he can cook up.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what kind of strats they're going to pull out. They may go for just a fast play, as they know that playing slow these past 2 rounds have not really come to bear any fruit.
3 stars down towards B. And there will be a 5v2 for the side if they can go fast. And that looks like what they're trying to do. Let's see how fast the defenders rotate.
Yeah, Typhoon and Jack B left to hold down this B site once again. And now the Astra Stars are going to be fully in play, as that suck nade is going to prove almost deadly, doing nearly all of the damage onto Jack B. And now Angus is going to finally clean up that 3 HP, that sliver of health that he just had. And now a fantastic utility usage is going to give them a 5v4 advantage. But Zangetsu and Typhoon trying to even up the numbers, and they do just that, as now it's just a 3v3. But CGW almost completely catching Membles with just utility out, but Zach able to pick up the frag anyway. And now Zangetsu still sitting at elbow. Sanity trying to use all the utility that he can, as they want to back out of this site, as they know that both Zorn and Zangetsu are on the B site, and all 3 players are hitting that teleporter. Looking to plant that spike towards A, as the rotation now with that teleporter moved up is insanely fast for the attackers.
But Spook has no health here, so it is a 3v2, but this is very winnable for SO.
Yeah, 3 players stacked towards U-Haul, as
Oh.
Membles able to take first contact and still wins out that frag towards Zorn despite being 1 HP, and now it's just all left up to Zangetsu. No utility to work with here. Only spotting 2 players in U-Haul, but does take down Membles with just a nice
has
body
the
shot, and now
showstopper.
a double face from the side of Zach and Sanity, but Zach getting
No time, no
shot
time.
down by Zangetsu, but the time is simply not on his side. And Sanity, all he has to do
He
is
doesn't
just
get
take
it.
down Zangetsu. Doesn't even have to at this point. Both players dying to spike, but that is what you want to see from the side of Rig. But despite them winning the round, all 5 players going down means that their money is not going to be in great shape.
A good try from Shia there. Just ran out of time. But this is very, very scary. I mean, Rigged can buy all rifles with the lights. Looks like 1 Spectre coming out for the side of SO. No, a Marshall. I mean, that fast hit that we saw is exactly what I think they need to be doing. Rotations come out faster, though. 3 people here now.
Who could control completely taken. And now that suck nade that we saw in the previous round, Jack B learning how to play inside of the tube, and now he's just left to anchor the site all by his lonesome. But now Membles and Angus doubling down on kills, and now Typhoon just stuck in this back of CT with only a Marshall, and Memble's able to take him down anyway. Now a quick 3v5 for the side of Rig. This is exactly what you want to see, able to capitalize on this util and this frags, and just fantastic stuff from them.
Looks like they're going to try to save. Unfortunate for Shia there. He got taken down before he could shoot the rocket off, but let's see if Rig want to chase these kills, but if I was them, it's kind of risky because, I mean, they need all the money they can get.
Yeah, the spike is going to be detonating, and that is a 6th round coming in from the side of Rig. And it seems like the tempo changes have been really in their favor. 6-10 is on the scoreline. A few ultimates to work with as the Cosmic Divide and Null Command are up. But at the same time, the Seekers and the Neural Theft are up for the side of SO.
2 in a row now for Rig, so if they can get 1 or 2 more, maybe a comeback could be started here. But it's really all about the momentum, I think, because, I mean, only a 4-round deficit now. They can definitely win this.
You are divided.
You're absolutely right, as that Cosmic Divide is going to be whipped out almost instantaneously, as the Seekers are going to be popped in response from Typhoon, as he sees 3 players towards B. Looking like a hookah fight may take place, but Angus looking to re-clear this hookah control that every Raze normally does.
Hookah's behind them,
shell, forcing him into the corner, and Typhoon caught in a dodgy spot as Jack B is left on so little HP as well, just with a shorty, but the hit is coming over towards A, where the site is just completely vacant.
1 from Zach. 2 more on the flank, though. Does he expect it?
Looks like Zach is holding a little bit of an off angle here, able to take down Typhoon, but Zangetsu with a quick trade. And now a 3v3.
2 of the players for SO without much weaponry. But Shia on the flank could cause some problems.
Memble's playing in a cheeky spot in hell, able to take down CGW and Jack B, all left up to Zangetsu as the time is not on his side, only 46 HP to his name, and now fully suppressed. 9 bullets in the chamber as Memble's just toying with him at this point and able to get the wall bang down through that triple box, and 3 for Memble's as a clean round from the side of Rig. This gives them only a 3-round deficit at this point.
A timeout called by the side of SO. A 3 in a row now for Rigged. This has been a fun game so far.
Yeah, absolutely. It's looking like they're going to rethink what kind of stuff that they can do on the defense, as the tempo changes have completely caught SO off guard. And now only a 3-round deficit, but they need to be switching something up here, and I think that's exactly what they're going to be talking over.
I think the faster rotations could definitely help, but they're just not ready for some of these hits. Gia and Zach definitely the standout players for both teams right now. Let's see if this timeout can get SO around to quell the comeback started by Rigged.
Only 1 ultimate, close to being online, that being Zorn, only 1 off the Nightfall.
He has been grabbing the shower orb frequently, though, without much contest, but let's see if they want to fight for that shower.
Oh, this is a nice spot.
Full buy coming out from both teams, only Zorn left onto that line armor. And it's looking like a defensive setup as Zorn is leaning over towards that B site, as Jack B is shifted over towards A to hold with CGW. But it's a slow default coming out as Angus taking that hookah control nearly every round, and he does so again here.
I like that they're slowing it down off of the timeout from SO. But they do have 2 players about to maybe take a fight towards hookah.
Fantastic knife coming from Membles, and now he's forced to TP away, but that's the spike down as Zach gets caught. And now Angus having to fully rotate over towards this A site, but this is exactly where Jack B is. Just sitting in this cheeky corner,
On my wire.
fully suppressed as the members make their way onto the site, and CGW able to help out his teammate as he does get taken down. But are they going to expect Jack B here? Absolutely not. And he's able to get cookies for free.
Spook
But
gets up,
Membles
though.
is booted back up, and Angus
My camera is destroyed.
trying to make the most of this round, but that Nightfall is going to come in. Haven't even planted the spike yet, and now with just 28 seconds left, they're dipping back towards B, but Typhoon is watching this market cross, gets a crucial pick onto Angus, and now a second one onto Membles, doubling down, and now Sanity left in just an almost unwinnable situation. He scanned out and spammed through, and Zorn with incredible utility usage,
Good round
and
there.
he's able to
from
spot him out.
that pick and hookah onto the bomb from Zorn. I think just guaranteed them that round. 11 rounds now. 1 away from match point, so this is looking quite scary.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, and that was a fantastic setup coming out of the timeout as Jack B really playing in a great spot, but I think CGW baiting for him a little bit, still able to get one player is what was able to set up Jack B for this round. And now they're going with the same setup, a 3-2 split, with Typhoon instantly taken down this round. And now that's all of Octagon control lost for the side of SO. And now Zangetsu and Zorn just looking to try and use as much utility as possible. The suppression is going to nullify all of that. And Angus looking to be fully jumping out as he does get a kill with the paint shells and doubles down onto Zangetsu with that showstopper. Incredible individual plays coming out from Angus, and now just CGW left in the back of the site in a near impossible situation. And Membles with the crunch towards elbow is going to give an 8-11 scoreline. And the comeback isn't exactly nullified just yet.
Angus with the 2 util kills, they're very huge. Now I like that they're having the fade play here on B to try to stop that fast push, but it just didn't work out for them. The showstopper proved to be too much.
Yeah, and it was
Now-
all off of the back of Typhoon falling. Just that one pick was what was able to catapult that round, and it just spiraled out of control for the side of SO.
Orbital strike here online. Let's see what they can do with that. Typhoon gets
Typhoon?
out.
Yeah, jiggling for a little bit of an early peek, but the Trailblazer and Boombot exchanging utility as it's looking like
this is a good bait
SO.
for Chia. They don't know.
Yeah,
Gets one.
Zangetsu able to capitalize off of that bait, and Typhoon able to get another one as the spike is dropped in hookah, and now just left onto Zach and Cookies as they're left to do all of the work by themselves, picking up the pieces. And Typhoon holding onto this spot, but Zorn maybe getting a little bit too aggressive there, giving Zach a free 1v1, and Zach is able to capitalize. He's been an absolute monster this round. But Jack B,
It's
with the
pistols for
shorty.
the remaining members of SO.
yeah, you're absolutely right. And
Through the
a hero
smoke,
rifle only
shooting
coming
down.
out, but now it's just CGW and Typhoon left as this two players for the side of Rigged is quickly dismantling all of the members of SO. And now CGW, they know that he's in teleporter. They have all the information in the world, and Zach is able to do a 180 and take down CGW as well. And what started out as an absolute disaster, spike dropped in hookah, has now turned into a round for Rig.
Guns online now for SO. This is a round that they want to win. But the score is getting closer and closer, and maybe starting to get worried if you're SO.
This goes here. Yes.
Yeah, the
this should do
comeback is just within 2 rounds.
it. This is a nice
2 ults for Rigged here. Definitely a round that they could steal away. And it's
Looking like
4
a full
people,
A play.
4 people stacked towards showers. They're walking up quietly, and they have 3 people towards B. CGW jump spotting
yeah.
short. Doesn't see Angus.
But that suppression knife is going to catch Jack B, and he's stunned up from that Astral Star. And fantastic utility usage is able to catapult Membles into that frag, and now CGW completely isolated on this site. They have no idea that he's here. They haven't begun to clear U-Haul yet, and now 4 players for the SO are fully coming out, and Membles getting caught by those paint shells, and Zangetsu using this opportunity to pop his showstopper and blindly firing it into Angus's body and just completely taking him out. And now a 5v4 quickly shifted into a 3v2 as a tap on the spike is going to worry some of the attackers, but Zach only able to get his one. But the Hunter's Fury is popped at the tap of the spike, and now Cookies, the only person that's in shower, but they don't know that they're not even on the spike as it gets to opts to rush shower anyway, and now it's just CGW against Sanity, but the time is not on CGW's side. He just has to stick the bomb fully, and Sanity able to spam him through the smoke, and an insane round is finally gone to the side of Rigged, and that is what they needed.
It was looking scary after that kill with the showstopper from Shia, but they're able to close it out with the post-plant utility and time, continuing to be a problem for these retakes. 10-11 now. Double
Surprised
digits.
that the orbital strike wasn't invested from the side of CGW, but now they're forced onto a half buy as the economy for the side of Rig is going to be completely just full buys all around. But now a 3-stack towards this hookah area.
They're not going
as
to
they know that Angus wants to take this every round, but Membles is given all of the control in long, and now he spots that at least 2 players are in hookah and is opting to drop back as CGW is completely on an island here, and Angus trying to chuck that paint shell into the back of the site, and he's able to double down on that with a frag onto CGW, but Jack B with this late lurk with just a Bucky and a classic and a dream, as he may catch Zach or Cookies just falling back into A-Short with his knife out, and that's exactly what he's going to do, but the headshot is only able to land, but not able to get the frag instantly on that one pump, and Cookies
they know
able to trade that one out.
They're going to fall back. Nothing, only one rifle, and it's Shia. Definitely could do some damage here. They have 2 backside,
3 players
one
flanking,
shower.
but the time slowly ticking down as just now the members are making their way onto the site. The Satchel is able to deter the bomb defuse for now, so they know they're not on it, and it actually gets a kill as the paint shells are back online for Angus, and now in a sticky 2v1, he is not able to get the shots, but it doesn't matter. The time is not favorable for SO, and that's tied up the scoreline at 11-11.
Time can... Shia now has 30 kills, but time is just continuing to be a problem.
Yeah, the post plants are too strong from the side of Rigged, and despite few members going down in that 3v3, they played it to perfection despite all 3 coming from flank, and buying time seems to be the name of the game here.
I mean, that was their eco, so we'll give them some lenience, but if Rigged win this round, then that's going to be scary. Although I'm all for OT. Gun round here. This is really crucial for both teams.
Yeah, and it seems like Rigged seem to be switching up their attack as Angus is now sitting outside of showers despite not pressuring hookah like he has done so many rounds, but Membles able to take this long control like he's done so many times, able to get that null command online, and now Zorn looking like he's going to be holding this angle, and he is ready for Angus to peek. And now just an incredibly important fight has gone the way of SO.
I wouldn't count out Rig yet, though. We know how crucial this null command can be. And they do have the Cosmic Divide.
But the null command is completely on the opposite side of the map right now. Their entity do have the teleporters, but that Fade Eye does spot Zach. And they know that Sanity is here as well with that recon bolt as the Astra Stars are coming in, but Membles isn't opting to rotate just yet as Cookies is making his way up shower. All of that utility is drawn 3 players from the side of SO towards that A site, and now even a 4th as CGW looking to be coming in towards the spawn, but now the Astra Stars are coming in as Membles has caught a timing into elbow. That tripwire is going to stop him luckily, and Typhoon sitting in hookah all this round, his patience being rewarded with 1, but not 2 as Zengetsu able to take down Zach with only 6 HP, and that is the spike down as Membles
there's no
and
time.
Cookie's not anywhere near the spike. Only 13 seconds left, you're absolutely right.
They're going to need a miracle if they can even get the bomb down. And it's all but over. Take it up. Team ace. Really well played from...
Match point.
And again, it was just that crucial fight towards shower. Angus going down means that they have no more entry power, having to completely rely on the lurks, but that means that they have no information in hookah, and Typhoon just able to get as much damage as possible and ends up completely stopping that push in its tracks. And now Rig, despite this big comeback, are facing match point.
They are
Seems like
one.
Rigged are going to be
Angus
pulling
was
back
one off the
with a default.
showstopper. We know how big the showstopper has been in this game.
But it's
He can
only
get
a
one kill.
judge. Everybody else having rifles, but just a judge for Angus. Using that
playing
gravity
off the
well and
side.
paint shell combo. And now just entering into the site as Typhoon sitting here with that incredible blind, able to take down Zach, but the spray transfer not good enough as Cookies able to trade it out. And now this
That's
null
the
command is
cosmic
proving
divide off.
to stop this entire push in its tracks.
That's the cosmic divide off the board, though, for the side of the attackers.
planted.
And two big picks coming through from Shia and Jack B. It's a 2v4. And he's all but dead.
Absolutely
A
puts it out. Now it's just
1v4.
left
That's
all
one.
onto Sanity, but if he is going to do it, it has to be now, and only able to take down Zangetsu. And a false comeback from the side of Rigged is going to lead us to a 13-11 win for SO, able to finally close it out.
I mean, that was a
Defenders
good
win.
game. That was a
Out
good
of my
game.
city.
Well played from both teams.
Yeah, absolutely well played from both teams, but I want to highlight Zangetsu had 32 kills and only 15 deaths. Definitely the MVP for that team. 375 ACS and 7 first bloods. Unreal stuff from Zangetsu.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good try on the comeback, but I think the 8-4 half was just too much. I'm going to turn voice chat on.